Welcome back to the Duck Call Room, ladies and gentlemen. Look, as we promised, we have the Duck Boys. I mean, for lack of a better term, right?
Duck boys slowly turning into men.
Boys to men.
ABC, BVD.
The East Coast family.
Pubescent.
Yeah.
Did you actually make a promise to someone, or was that just...
No, yeah, we did. Everybody wanted to know where y'all were, and we said, we'll get in here and let them discuss their rivalry. Is that the right word?
Or their competitive nature.
Competitive nature with one another.
Which is healthy sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Companionship.
There you go. So who's better?
At what?
At
what?
Just not better in general. Like we
better
got
human?
Yeah, we got
to.
Better human? What are you talking?
Here we go. We're going to end up in an arm wrestling match for this.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I am better at arm wrestling, but
okay.
I would probably give him that. I mean, I tore my UCL, so
Yeah.
I don't really want to test that theory.
we could do left
tore it
arm.
in both arms?
No, but I would say the other one probably not as good as his.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see the pythons he's got?
Oh, he's got some. He got some guns.
Jakey, that's so sweet.
Flattery will get you everywhere, right?
Thank you.
So no, y'all are pretty competitive. It's shown through on Duck Dynasty, the revival thus far. So, this past week, who was better pregnant? Like, who was a better pregnant person?
I think Christian was better, being a woman. And I think I had better pain tolerance.
No, I was not better at being a woman. I was better at having the belly on me.
Hey, you can say that. That's
How many times did you wear the bladder part of it, huh?
The whole time.
No, that is such
time.
a lie. You did not wear the bladder part.
Hey.
See, it's perfect. You just wind them
No,
up,
there's
let
an
'em
empathy
go,
belly,
Stone.
and the bladder part, it sits down on your
Wait a
lower.
minute, what's it called?
An empathy belly.
Empathy belly.
You ever worn one of them, Stone?
No.
You wouldn't like it.
Let me
I
tell
would
you
not wear that under any circumstance.
Well, let me tell you something.
There'd be a couple circumstances.
I was ringed into this because of his comment on the situation. They just thought it'd be a good idea that I do this with him. So I was his Robin, and he was Batman.
What comment? What are we talking about?
I'm always going to be Batman.
Wow.
Hey, you can be Batman in this situation every day.
No, my comment, it was a little tongue-in-cheek, that pregnancy was, maybe not the hardest thing, which I was kind of making a joke about it. But, yeah, we took it and ran with it. And then I look up and...
So what did you say?
What? I'm not repeating myself.
What did you say?
People
I
have
think what he's getting at.
I'm not repeating myself.
In a joking fashion that was taken somewhat serious, he said pregnancy is not that hard.
I was playing basketball. We were playing basketball.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I put the basketball in my belly, and I was like, I could still make this shot with this in there. And then that's what led to the competition.
So this was based off of just saying that basketball is not as hard pregnant.
My point was that I could still make this shot if I was pregnant. And then somehow that got twisted to pregnancy not being difficult, which led to the empathy bellies.
Which is a total Robertson move to take something you said and totally twist it to where you're the bad guy. Yeah. So, welcome to the family.
They call that spin.
Yeah.
They'll put that Robertson spin on it and turn you into the bad guy.
Yeah, spin the narrative.
Because it's never their fault.
I learned my lesson, though. I learned my lesson. It was
we're gonna have to own that one for a while.
So was there a winner? Did y'all determine a winner?
I don't think you really determined a winner. I think the end goal was just to be like, yeah, pregnancy's hard, which I never thought wasn't hard. So.
Well, the empathy bellies.
God knew what he was doing when he made me. All right.
The empathy bellies get their name from you're supposed to develop empathy while wearing it. That's where the term comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And I gained empathy. Yeah, I've been deemed as non-empathetic, which I disagree with. But I have learned my lesson after wearing this for a continuous 3 days.
You know what?
If Jesus was in the grave for 3 days, I can wear an empathy belly.
Well, yeah, you know what made me empathetic?
What?
From a very young age, a leather belt.
Oh, yeah. I had my fair share of those.
You got that used on you, huh?
Quite a bit.
Well,
quite a bit.
My parents had a bag of tools to use for me, so... It wasn't just the leather.
Those were necessary.
You were last in line, right?
Those were necessary.
So they had all the tricks.
I imagine an extension cord was somewhere in the bag.
Hey,
growing up in Balkanville, you got your tail tore up.
Oh, yeah.
Extension cord.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Lordy be.
Yeah, the Mayos were royalty in Balkanville.
I'm telling you.
Well, yeah.
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 They have quite the reputation.
Yeah. And the footprint, too.
Oh, yeah.
But being around their offspring, they did a pretty good job.
All things considered.
Hey,
All
when you grow
things
up in
considered.
Balkanville and you have all your teeth,
And y'all just trying to get
they
out.
bump you up real fast.
Well, you
out
trying
there.
to get out, man.
Yeah.
Like you can look at Balkanville as one of two ways: stay in or get out. Y'all were the get out crew.
Yeah, you do a ribbon cutting when you walk across railroad
Do you
tracks.
even
It's
actually
crazy.
live in Balkanville?
Yeah, for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there probably every day. I mean, until I was like 12, like all the time. I mean, I was at my dad's shop.
But I mean, physical residence, yeah.
And we're right here. The Duck Commander Warehouse is the gateway
I'm
That's
telling
right.
you.
to the Ville.
Gateway to Balkanville.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
right here.
Gateway drug.
33 South.
You ever get used to the smell being down there all the time?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like a home scent Yankee candle.
Godwin used to work at that paper mill.
Yep.
And every time we drive by it, he'd say, "Smells like money."
Mm-hmm. He don't no more. He just says it stinks now.
Yeah.
So, I get it. My dad worked there for 30, 20
if you talk to my
years.
dad right now, I mean, and y'all agree with this, y'all understand. Back in the day, the paper mill was like one of the best jobs you could have in this town.
It still is.
It still is. I'm saying, but like back then, before there was all these new jobs and all these things, it was like paper mill paid good, and everybody lived by the paper mill.
And it was the only thing that really kept this town going.
Exactly.
To be fair,
Yeah.
there was nothing here other than the paper mill,
Mhm.
and it'd be sad to see what would actually happen if it shut down too. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's still a lot that depends directly on that paper mill
Yeah, it's a lot of
Mhm.
jobs.
and the folks that work there.
Yep.
But that's part of being a mill town. We ain't got no steel mill. We don't know that, but we do know paper.
We got the
We know the
paper.
smell of paper.
It's quite the smell.
Yeah, it's got a. What'd you think about coming from Niceville, Florida? You rolled up in
the
here.
paper mill, it's definitely got a smell.
You mean there's no paper mill in Niceville, Florida?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
No, every time I've been to 38, I
Shocking.
ain't ever seen one.
No, none that I can think of.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
amount,
No billowing
the amount of
smoke.
false accusations for farting in the car I've gotten from the paper mill, it's been
Yeah, I've never been to 38. I'm not in that tax bracket.
I actually spoke at the one church on 38 down there not long ago. That was the first time I've been there in quite some time.
I go to the Redneck Riviera.
Yeah, you stopped short.
Yeah.
My boy goes to Biloxi,
Down there with that.
Galveston.
Down there where that dirty water is.
Yeah.
That brown
Tell you,
one.
you get that water in your nose, you won't have no kind of COVID, no cancer, no nothing.
Nope.
It's
sanitary.
instant immunity.
Oh,
What did
man.
Charles Barkley say? Them people think they at the beach.
What'd he
With
say?
that
The
dirty
Pelicans.
water.
The Pelicans, y'all going to Galveston. Y'all go. They ain't going to Disney. Y'all going to Galveston.
All right.
Oh, man. Well,
No.
so how's it been so far? Like, just obviously we have a little more TV experience,
Oh, for
opening yourself
sure.
up to the public. What's your thoughts on it? How we feeling on the comments? Because the internet people on the internet are really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like even the people in the comments of this, they're
yeah.
most of the time they're just very kind. They're
Oh,
never
yeah.
rude. about
I ever just
anything.
wanted someone to just affirm my lifestyle. Just get a look at the comments and everything.
Yeah.
Just figure out.
Have you read them
You
yet?
just want encouragement.
I've read some of them.
Yeah.
Then I read one. I'm just like, is this really worth it?
Yeah.
I can't. I can't read anything.
It just depends. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I
That's
don't.
the best thing to do is just not
Yeah, no, I don't.
even read them.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's a lot of good people
Sure.
that love the family, that make a lot of uplifting comments.
Sure.
But then you have the few that are just there to
Right.
stir the pot, as they say.
Oh yeah, I read them all.
Do you?
Yeah, because I like people that are funny, and when you're mean and funny, I think it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, for
so like
sure.
some of them, I tip my hat to. I'm
Sure,
like,
yeah.
okay, that was a good one. That's
Yeah.
a solid one. But most people are just irrationally angry for some reason and think a comment on the internet is going to change anything.
Yeah,
So,
the irrational anger ones are kind of just.
yeah, I like the clever, witty ones that are still throwing shade. Those are the
Yeah,
ones
those
that I
are
love.
funny.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
he's
There
back,
he is.
boys.
All right, boys, I'm going to the beach.
Stone said he's out.
So I,
You leaving?
Silas has
Oh, yeah,
walked
I'm
in the
leaving.
building, y'all. All right, look, summertime is here. That means we spending a lot of time outside.
You got to be outside. You
And
got to
when-
be jogging. You got to be running. You got to be lifting. You got to be
Fishing,
jump roping, fishing,
working in the yard, doesn't matter. Like
Whatever you're doing.
Redneck water park, like what's going on at my house with the inflatable water slides
You got,
and
a lot,
poles.
of
and-
stuff in that backyard.
I got a lot of stuff you can blow up now, but you know what you ain't got to blow up? Your eardrums, because our friends over at Raycon with the everyday earbuds keep your music at the right level. They fit great, and the everyday earbuds are the perfect summer accessory, letting you enjoy premium audio that goes where you do.
Crystal clear sound, music, podcast, audio books if you're so inclined. This
All
is
the
how you
thing.
want to listen to them.
Yeah, look, and Raycon's latest model is better than ever with a 32-hour battery life. The best feature they have, in my opinion, is the quick charge function. With just 10 minutes of charging, you can get 90 minutes of battery.
That's all you need, really.
That gets you out of a bind, gets you through most flights if you get caught on a flight or whatever. These earbuds also come with active noise cancellation, which can be difficult to find at this price point. These start at just half the price as other premium audio brands. Raycon's everyday earbuds come in a spectrum of vibrant colors to match your summer vibes. So, you know, like you want some green, you want purple, you want black, you want blue. It
Carter
don't
got
matter.
some blue ones recently. He's
Blue,
fired
baby,
up. He's going to
yeah.
be listening to all his jam.
There you go. And we know you'll love your Raycons as much as we do, but if you give them a try and they're not what you expected, they have a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. No questions asked. So what are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/ to get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon is offering 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds only at buyraycon.com/
Duck.
That's BUYRaycon.com/
Duck.
you know, all the things. But now, what was it? Oh, that was your beep. Okay. I didn't know if that was something else.
That was life alert.
That was life alert.
I didn't know what done happened. I was looking over and make sure Silas is with us. I heard that beep. Oh man. No, man, but y'all are so duck boy training, duck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's it like? I mean, Jacob grew up a little more hunting and fishing per
Yeah.
se than you, Christian. So how is it? How is it being thrown into this family whose whole life basically was centered around the outdoors and when you didn't have a lot of exposure to it necessarily? I'm just interested.
Definitely did not have a ton of exposure to it growing up. My mom's dad's a big hunter, but yes, we'd go out occasionally. So I had a way into it early on and always loved it and wanted to do it, but just didn't have much, time outside of that. And the place, we played baseball competitively growing up, and then there just wasn't a ton of time to go do a bunch of hunting stuff, and then didn't know, the right people in that aspect. So yeah, I just really spent the summers at my mom's dad's camp, and then we would, we'd shoot the 22 and we'd do some fishing and stuff like that. But yes, it's definitely been immersed in a different culture for sure.
Well, yeah, North Florida, not necessarily a target-rich environment
not
like this place.
It's not the best,
Like-
not the best environment for.
Yeah, it's getting better now. I saw Johnny D post a video last night of a bear on the Bar Beach.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
And
crazy.
Johnny D was like, "This is so wild." I was like, "Wow, they live there. It's not like." And he's like,
And
"Bears
it was
live
like
at the
in
beach."
construction.
Yeah, it was running through a condo being built or something.
I guess he was laying out the architectural plans.
Yeah.
No, but they've been through a series of training events that's going to end up helping them along their way of becoming a true blue redneck.
From boys to
From
men.
boys.
Boys and men.
Men.
I'll say this though, growing up hunting and deer hunting and duck hunting and just all the sorts, squirrel hunting with my papaw and stuff. I don't care who you are and who you've hunted with. I think it's always an interesting deal to get into like a family's tradition of what they do and like learning their culture of how they do things. Because everybody hunts different. Everybody has different ways of going about themselves. And so I think it's just super fun to like learn the way that y'all do it and, just get to, put myself in those shoes and walk along and do that. It's a whole different atmosphere. So it's
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Well, their end goal is to be a corner man.
Oh, everybody wants to be on the end of a duck.
Everybody wants to be on the corner.
Yeah.
But what the realization of it all is, you don't get that corner until whoever's on that corner goes on to be with the Almighty.
Mm-hmm. I was just like this year when Si got in there and I said, "Where you want me?" He said, "Get down there in Phil's chair." I was like, I ain't. That's Phil's chair.
Yeah.
Like Phil's still here. He
Well,
ain't
this-
here this morning, but that's his chair. So
Yeah.
I said, I brought my own.
If you get in that
And I
chair,
sat beside Phil's chair,
If
but I
you-
didn't sit in his chair.
if
Like,
you get in that corner you better perform.
Yeah, that's you're on an island, man. If you're on the end of a duck blind, you're on an island, and you better.
Yes, you go pay for
Ooh,
Oh, you gonna pay for it, all right?
buddy.
Old Jay's down there. Boy, you ought to be horsewhip. What letting that mallard get out of here?
Yeah,
But no, they're making big strides,
oh, that's good.
especially when it comes to land management.
That's good. Yeah, you killed the first turkey ever down there.
Yeah,
this
that was
year,
super
so-
Hunting is easy.
Yeah,
Getting ready for hunting is not easy.
that's the key.
Which now the water's dropping, so that's about to get
It's fixing to get real.
ramped up
Oh, yeah, we're finna
quickly.
get in
The
there,
good
yeah.
news is it's not hot yet though. So
Yeah, that's good call.
Heat advisory.
yeah, the
gonna be-
rain left here, and then here come the heat, buddy. And
It'll be hot till Halloween.
yeah, at least Halloween. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
That's
gonna
the
be-
telltale Halloween always is.
Yeah, and we generally get a bunch of mallards right there around Halloween
For
every
the-
year.
For the next 3 months is when it's all going down.
Oh yeah.
So be prepared.
We
Which
will-
I may have us a new project too, by the way. If y'all want to undertake it, it could be fun. A 64-foot pontoon boat.
For what?
That'll just be the pontoons.
You talking about for the
And a
a
frame.
blind?
64
Oh,
foot.
64 foot.
64 foot, Si.
A 64-foot duck blind. What do you think?
Well, we had 3 put together there one time that could sleep 8 men.
Yeah, you could do that one in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Epic.
That would be
The only thing that was missing was a card table.
Yep.
We can add that to this.
We can add it. But this blind that Si is talking about is 3-sided.
Yep.
So you had a shooting porch on the north side,
Right.
the south side, and the west side.
West
Okay.
side. Yep.
So sun was always at your back.
Yep.
No matter which way the wind was blowing, you could hunt that blind.
The lake blind.
Yeah, it was right
The
in the middle of the
original
lake.
lake blind.
And that was the only blind we hunted. We didn't hunt anywhere else, which we might ought to go back to that.
Yeah. It was a lot simpler then.
It was a lot simpler. Leave the decoys out.
Yeah, life was a lot simpler.
No
You-
decisions.
You didn't chase them every day. You just got on whichever end of the blind the wind worked for.
That's
Called
right.
it good.
Well, one thing most people miss.
He's back, boys.
Okay,
he
no,
got his
no,
oxygen.
For what Jacob was talking about, okay, it's like you said, the next 3 months is when all of it really gets, you need to be involved in that.
Right.
Oh, you got to earn your keep.
Okay,
man.
because once you're involved in it and help do it, help plant the duck food you're going to have the ducks eat, brush the blinds that you're going to hunt out of, then you appreciate it more.
Right.
There you go.
Okay, because you've been from the start of this operation to the fun part of the operation. It's
Right.
when you're in the blind,
Right.
call them in, get them backpedaling, and then you just wear them out.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, all that work.
I enjoyed getting ready for
Accumulates.
duck season.
Oh yeah.
You enjoy
Yeah.
it. You especially enjoy it now, though, right?
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Hey,
Where
it's
you
good
sit-
to be
where you
on
sit
the
on your
other end
couch.
of the stick here.
Si,
Okay.
what Si say? Si has paid his dues.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
He's been
'cause
out
look,
there.
and then look, it's you just feel better if you're part of it. Because otherwise, if you don't get involved in it, you're an outsider.
Right.
I love Si being
That's
on the
how
sideline.
that's how you become. You asked me
On the
one time,
sidelines.
Christian, how do you do? You become part of the guys then.
Yeah.
If you sharing the workload and all the sweat and waiting
tears.
and whatever, fixing, doing whatever, you become part of the gang.
Yeah.
You're not an outsider. You're one of the guys.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure.
it. You got to put in the work, boys.
Oh yeah.
That's some wisdom.
But your time, man. Look at him over there. He's just sitting there. He's in his prime, just sitting over there thinking.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I
Look
always,
at him. I could tell he still had something spinning
well,
in his
no,
eyes,
'cause,
man.
hey, I always look and when I'm out preaching to people about God, about Jesus, okay, and they always leave me with this one stupid little phrase, which I hate. Well, Uncle Si, I just can't see this, supreme being you're talking about. And I said, guys, I can't go anywhere that good grief. Everything he's done, everything you see, the human being needs to ask himself a couple simple questions. Number one, where did all this beauty come from? Number two, to go on the other side, contrast it, where did all this evil come from? Well, hey, the answer is very simple. God, everything he does is beautiful. Okay. And then you talking about where the evil comes from, everything, that'll be the Satan himself, the devil.
Mm-hmm.
So would you call me beautiful?
So hey, number one, when I tell you about Jesus and then you tell me you can't see him, well, wait a minute. Yeah, you do. You see the beauty. Okay. So that's Jesus. Okay. And hey, on the other end, you see the evil, well, that's be Satan, devil himself. You can see that. If you can see that, you need to, hey, hopefully your brain cells are firing. And then you'll say, oh, I said that in there, didn't I, Mr. Robertson? Yes, you did. Because by what you can see, you know, okay, there's two supreme beings, really only one. The devil ain't a supreme being. God Almighty is. Okay, but he's a very dangerous adversary.
There you go.
You know, and you better thank the Almighty that he is there. Okay, could control all this mess.
There you go. Well, you want to leave that chair and come get in one of these?
I'm getting this
Well, I
chair.
can.
Yeah, come on.
I'm getting this chair. So
Here, I'll
I'm,
translate all that.
Come on, old man.
I'm gonna take the
translate-
old lady to.
I'll translate that to the Duck Boy version. If you're not a part of the process, you're the devil.
You're
If
part of the
the
problem.
process. You're seeing God.
You don't have to switch out, Mike. I'll get on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, drive that sucker, Si.
Martin, everything's getting more expensive.
It is, man.
Crickets, worms, shiners.
New teeth, houses, all the things.
Well,
it
if
don't
you-
matter what you getting.
If you want something, it's going to cost you a pretty penny.
That's
Wasn't supposed
exactly
to do
right.
that, Martin.
No, and look, that's what happens to a lot of people. Look, you get on top of your bills, then boom, something crazy happens. In this world, it's inflation, markets, prices,
26% is what prices are up, Martin.
26%. It feels like more than that, though, especially at the end of the month. So it's not your fault if you've fallen into debt, but let us tell you how to get out of it. Don't worry. We've got a smarter, faster, far easier way out of debt. It's called Done with Debt, and they're not like other debt relief companies. They don't push loans on you. They don't push bankruptcy on you. Done with Debt are just legendary negotiators who go head to head with your credit card and loan companies with one goal in mind: to drastically reduce or eliminate your debt altogether. And unlike the others, Done with Debt moves lightning fast. Most clients see more money in their pocket in month one, but a word to the wise, you got to hurry because some of their brilliant debt erasing strategies are time sensitive, y'all. Whether you're fresh out of college and you're hung with a bunch of student loans and you can't make ends meet, or you're in the middle stages of your life and life happens and your car blew up. And then there are a lot of things that happen.
My hot water heater went out.
There you go.
I'm going to have a new appliance in every corner of my house by the time this year is over.
You can't plan for that kind of stuff. And when all that stacks on top of each other, you end up in a little bit of debt. It happens to everybody. And that's where Done with Debt can really help you out. But don't make another bill payment until you talk to a Done with Debt strategist. It's free. Visit donewithdebt.com. That's donewithdebt.com.
Well, hey, I just got a new perspective,
Hey.
boys.
Have fun. at the
Actually
beach.
sitting over there and watching what was done here.
Yeah.
We look good, didn't we?
Yeah, y'all did.
I guarantee.
Hey,
Hey,
Si,
you really did.
I think you broke the tile on Jeff and Jessica's counter yesterday when we were there.
But I don't care. Hey, they have it prepared.
Send him the
They get
bill.
help.
He
Send me the
slapped
bill.
it. He slapped
Send me the bill. I probably won't
Prepared.
pay it, but you
can
send it to make you feel better.
All
Anyway.
right, they can send you the bill, and you'll somehow get Willie to pay it. That's your move. Man, build a $20,000 fence, make Willie pay for it.
Hey, look, that was his mistake.
Hey, he shouldn't have left you with a checkbook, should he?
That's right. You know.
All right, Si. So now that Si's in here, I need to know more about the chicken coop too.
Oh,
Did you
the
teach
chick-
these boys how to become chicken
I
ranchers?
tried to.
Huh?
He ragged us.
They
He
wasn't much.
ragged us.
You were not the
Neither
best.
one of them are not what you would call a carpenter.
He said
Are you?
No.
we were getting carpentry
that's-
lessons from a
that's one of the things,
non-carpenter.
The Robertson family. No, we met. Well, I better let me back up. Tommy was.
Yeah. Tommy
Tommy was a builder.
he was a perfectionist.
Yeah,
enough
well,
where
he
was a
worked. He
carpenter.
worked with a professional carpenter when he was young.
Yeah.
So he was a builder.
Yeah.
'Cause he was the one that engineered the feat of putting that duck blind in the top of the tallest cypress tree in B break.
Yeah. Well, Tommy, like a lot like my dad, if they built it, it was going to make it to the
was there.
resurrection.
Yeah, hey,
Like-
they,
Yeah.
yeah, they built it. It was built to stay. That's like
Yeah.
Mac Owens. Anything Mac Owens built, It's still there. Trust me.
Yeah, most of them floating duck blinds down at Phil's, Mac built.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they're still
And they're comfortable.
yeah, and replace the floors.
All the stuff Phil built, it ain't comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Well, and most of it.
It's good to hunt ducks out of, but it wasn't comfort.
Yeah, and it's ragtag too. It's been
and
torn
nothing
down.
was plumb. No square.
Yeah, if you saw anything I built, it'll make it, but it'll ragtag and it ain't gonna be comfortable.
That's why Bella builds all the stuff at y'all's house.
I guess so.
Yeah. Now you said that on the last one.
Hey, whatever y'all want to say, we can roll with
The
it.
instruction manual,
Yeah, that is
Christian. Are
true.
you the one who builds at your house?
Me.
You do. You put it.
What did you
together?
build at your house?
I've built plenty of things in my
I'm
house.
saying like what?
I built
Tables.
tables for the kids.
Come
the-
on now.
The stepping
Oh,
stool
my
for the
bad.
kids.
Let's shout out Tonka Trucks. He done the instructions on
Tonka
the
trucks?
friggin-
What are you talking
on the
about?
toy package. What are we talking about? Kid tables.
No, I went through industrial arts.
I have
class
built so many things
in
our
high
house.
school, and I enjoyed
Yeah, I
it.
built some Legos. It gave me a 67-step instruction with my
Let's rewind
kids.
this podcast, and you said that you're the better person. I think
I said I was kidding after I said
I think,
that.
yeah, just making
say
sure.
that.
Just making sure.
No, we had a kid in high school, okay, in an industrial arts class. He started out building a 14-foot boat. You know what he ended up with when he finished?
Oh, hey.
An ashtray.
Ashtray.
An ashtray. I'm serious. It was hilarious.
Oh,
But no, the chicken coop was fun. But no offense to Uncle Si, you were not the best
teacher.
overseer. Yeah, general contractor.
Yeah, Si ain't never been a great teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be fair, you haven't, and that's fine. Because he would just rather knock you out of the way and do it himself. And I'm a lot of the same way.
I don't think he's knocking it out to do them himself.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
No, not
Oh, them
anymore.
days ago.
Y'all didn't know
Gone
them-
with the wind.
Number one, I couldn't knock anybody out anyway.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't even try that.
yeah. Y'all didn't know him in his prime. Y'all never picked him up off the side of the Lee Andon Road because his car broke down again.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that old man be toting that tea jug and that glass walking to work.
Hey.
He had to be there. He wasn't going to walk home. He was
Gotta
going to
get it
work.
in.
So, but I had to all follow his trail when he had that old Bronco. It would leave him somewhere about every other week. And there it
Had
was.
a short in it.
Yeah, had a little wiring issue. It shock you every now and then when you got into.
You get in a step wrong, bow.
Yeah.
Anybody ever give you a crazy look on the side of the road?
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're walking down.
Yeah, why don't you get rid of that piece of junk? Is what they always said.
They said, did they ever say?
I said,
"Ooh"?
well, if I had enough money, I would. But hey, I gotta go with what I can afford.
They say, is that a little balkamite right there?
No, not to him. He looked like the normal one out there.
Oh, he did.
And
Okay.
Luna?
I didn't know.
What you talking
I
about,
didn't
man?
know.
Hey, you never know what you're gonna see when you head down 34.
Oh, I'm just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I've seen
some
many
weird,
creatures.
I've seen some weird stuff.
I'm telling you.
Matter of fact, went duck hunting one morning, come around a curve on Lee Andon Road. And I looked, and I thought it was a garbage bag. So it's in my lane, in the middle of the road. So I slow down and get all on the other side, and I go around as I'm going. I get even with it, and go back over. I thought to myself, I said, surely that wasn't a body. So I go on down the Phil's lair, where we meet the duck hunt. So I get in, while I'm waiting, everybody else show up. Stone and Jace drives up, and Stone got out, and he said, "Oh man, did you run over that guy in the road?" And I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, me and Jace just woke a guy." I said, I thought that might be a body when I went around it.
In
He
a
said,
trash bag?
when I saw it, he said, I thought you just killed somebody.
A living person in a trash bag?
No, he was laying. This is 4:30 a.m.
Was he alive?
Yeah, he was
In a
alive.
trash bag.
Well, if
He looked like he was a trash bag. Whatever he had on, he looked like
Hey,
garbage.
sometimes you just gotta wear a trash bag to work.
But anyway, Jace got out with his pistol. Went up there and yelled at him. The guy moved. He was stoned out of his mind. So they called the cops. And the cops said, "Well, y'all gonna wait on us?" And Jace said, "No, we're going duck hunting, bro. He'll be laying here in the middle of the road.
Hey,
He ain't going far.
He ain't going.
I
far."
guess this was 2 years ago. I just got done hunting in the evening, coming back, and they did find somebody dead on there on Lee Landing Road,
For
like
real?
in the woods. Yeah.
Really?
Well, it ain't no wonder, because when I come around a curve down there, I slow down.
Hey.
Because there's many times I've come around a curve, Car's in my lane.
I'm telling you.
You know,
You
he's
swerve out of
in
the
the
way?
inside, inside line.
Right.
Just, whoa, dude.
I ain't gonna lie. Best thing that ever happened out there was them clear cut it.
No, yeah.
'Cause that way
well,
I
you
can.
see.
That way you can see around the
actually
curve.
see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was, it's dangerous.
Before that, you had to go about 20 miles an hour on that road to avoid head-on collisions. There ain't no doubt about that. When we,
I was definitely in defense mode.
yeah, that's where you learn how to defensively drive.
Oh yeah. If you
doing
go
that.
down there, you better be on defense, cause hey, it ain't no telling what you gonna see.
Hey, that's
I
a
ran
rare
a car
sight.
one time, and a truck and trailer was in the middle of the road, no lights on, and both people in it had black clothes on, so you couldn't see nothing. Yeah, it was.
Ad lib.
I mean, what? Hey, push you idiots! Push it out of the dadgum middle of the road. Grief.
He really locked him up on that one.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
He hit
hey.
those brakes hard.
Oh man.
Well, when you run 50 miles an hour, hey, and you come around, well, you got to shut it down.
Ain't no doubt. Well, look, Christian, y'all got what, baby number 3 coming? What, pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, less than 50 days.
Less than 50 days. And is we going to take a pause or we going to keep going? Where we at?
Taking a pause, but
Because y'all been on a
No,
pretty steady every 2-year plan
Yeah, I don't
here.
think-
So,
no,
If it's based on the past, I don't know if you can say you're gonna take a pause.
well,
my
this
brother.
last one was a surprise for sure.
it was a shock. Huh?
Yeah, it was
He was really
quite
excited.
the shock. It was quite the shock.
Really excited.
He
got
called to
there.
tell me he was excited.
I got there. I was a little, at first. But no, I'm excited now. Yeah, about to be a family of 5, which is awesome. Don't know the gender yet, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see here soon.
That's interesting.
Well, actually, sorry, we do know the gender yet, but those listening don't know the gender.
Yeah, they don't know.
Good call.
And We'll,
Way to
we'll
get out
wait.
of the lie.
We'll wait to find out. It'll be fun. It's a fun story on how we all find out. So we're not going to spoil that for anybody. But
Quite the story.
so that's going to be, and Honey is what, 4?
Yeah, 4.
You're going to have
Haven
3
just turned
under
2.
4. You got 4, 2, and 0. That'll be. Yeah, well, in 2 years we'll have you back. We'll talk about number 4, right? I mean, y'all just seem to be pretty
Hey,
consistent.
clockwork.
No.
It's a consistent time.
Couple more years.
I can highly recommend a good urologist should you choose. So far, I've been a year and a half free. So I'm just saying.
I start limping anytime I think about that. So.
Oh, it ain't that bad.
Limp.
Si had one. Look, America's uncle had one. We all got vasectomies
America's
up in here. You hang out around in here, you end up with a vasectomy. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't let Johnny D come walking through that door. So, now, Stone will, say it's dumb.
Yeah, Stone's anti.
Mm-hmm. And Godwin, too, but, I
Hey,
mean, whatever. Oh, man. Look, when it comes to spending, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind, right? Like you stop and get a coffee, you stop and get breakfast. They add up fast without you even noticing, but Rocket Money can help you spot those patterns so that you can do something about them and keep more money in your pocket. Look, Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. You can see all your subscriptions in one place. And if you see something you don't want, Rocket Money can help you cancel it. Look, Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts, gives you the option to create a personalized budget. If you need help keeping your spending on track, you can get alerts if your bills increase. Now, Si's got a sock addiction, so Rocket Money's going to say, hey, man, quit buying Sasquatch socks, man. You've got enough of them.
hey, look how pretty them are.
Martin, you know what I like about it?
What?
I got all my spending right here, and I know for a fact that I did not buy $93 in Mary Kay like it says right there. So we're going to have some questions for Allison when I get home.
Oh, okay. But that is you stopping at the gas station for an energy drink. I know that's you.
Quit looking at my information.
What's up, boys? Hey,
Rocket Money will even try to negotiate to lower your bills for you. They'll deal with customer service so that you don't have to. Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions,
Boom.
with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Who doesn't want $740 in their pocket at the end of the year? Everybody does.
everybody does.
Everybody does.
Hey,
Who wouldn't?
Give it a whirl today. Look, cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/duck today. That's rocketmoney.com/duck.
duck,
rocketmoney.com/.
duck.
I wonder how old Godwin's doing. We need to run back him. He's now that. Do y'all know that Godwin's having twin grandchildren?
Yeah, I
How
heard
about
about that,
that?
actually. That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, good for him. Good for her. I'm gonna be there for him whenever.
And we do ask you to pray for Johanna.
Yeah, everything is still
Okay,
going
she's-
good.
She's
right
had a
now.
lot of trouble in that area.
Yeah.
So, hey, I send up a prayer to the Almighty daily
Amen, buddy.
just to remind him,
That's
Yeah.
good.
okay, because he's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
man.
hey,
But that I just couldn't imagine another one. Good luck, man. Good luck with y'all. I just
Well,
couldn't
hey.
imagine. That's
Appreciate it.
full time zone defense.
Hey, good
I
thing
don't
there's
know how
no
you
way
do it.
out.
no.
I do like zone defense.
You were talking about the twins. That's like having your quattro.
Oh, but not now, man.
Yeah,
It's
but I'm just
actually
saying, though.
the hard part. I think of twins is kind of behind us, like because now they're fun.
Yeah, but it's got to be a shock
It is.
when you're seeing the ultrasound and you're looking and you see one face and then another
Right.
one pops up.
You see two.
Well, when you find out both arms will be hurt, not just one.
No.
Well, it's a real big shock whenever it's the second ultrasound, because the first time you like, with us, we had twins all in our families or whatever, and we were like, we beat it.
Hey, the kid was good at hide and seek, boy.
And then
All
they
right,
said, there's
Jay.
2 wieners.
Yeah. No, they just said there's 2 kids. We didn't find out 2 wieners till we was told there was a boy and a girl. So after that, ours was weird. Everything in ours changed. I finally just quit going. I said, you know what? I'll see y'all.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
see
wait.
y'all when it's time
Yeah, I'll
to
just
calve.
wait.
Kind of a deal. It's one of them kind of deals. But no, man, I think about the third one. I'm like, oof. But they say once you have 3, you might as well have 10.
And that's what
I
they
mean,
say.
that's what they,
Hey, my
they
uncle-
say.
what
I'm not
they
they.
say.
Hey,
I'm
my
not
Uncle
them.
Stacy's told me one time, he said, have as many as you possibly can. Because he said, when you get my age, you'll wish you did.
Really?
That's what he told me one time.
How old was he when he said that?
He's probably 50.
Yeah, he lying to you.
I don't think he's lying. Hey, he's got 4 or 5. 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Unbelievable.
we'll keep. Yeah, I think
no.
we'll keep going, but
Keep going, just not in the 2-year rotation.
This is what you do, though. You get one-
No 2-year rotation.
By the
Yeah.
time they have their 5th, Honey be old enough to babysit. So then it's just
That's
good.
true.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
you done bumped them up too. By the time they have their,
Well, if he's on this road, I mean, might as well. Let's talk realistic here.
Y'all both, you and Mark both are in the time now that the kids are fun.
oh, mine are a blast.
They're a blast to watch it.
Yeah.
When do they turn bad?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
when they-
no, the twos, terrible 2s and 3s.
Okay.
but that's not bad. Like
Well,
they're
it
terrible.
It
'Cause-
depends on the kid.
well, I think I know why they're called terrible
Yeah.
because you can't reason with them. They don't have
No.
yet the ability to
No.
reason
Yeah.
and logic. But I wouldn't call what they do bad. They're trying to figure it out. I mean, it does get annoying,
Hey.
but it's like. I mean,
But
yeah, they're just
I
trying to
just-
figure life out. And then once they get to like 4, I mean, everybody says like once you get to 4, they're a completely different person.
Yeah, but
So-
I just
you know?
love what they could come up with.
Oh,
Yeah.
they talking their own
Because-
freaking language right now.
No,
They saying
'cause I'm
stuff. and-
serious. Sometimes they'll just say something and you just go, whoa, wait a minute,
No, they are
This
weird.
kid
In
ain't
the,
but 3 years old and good grief.
they're weird in the fact that we got them a tractor and a forklift to ride on, and they won't do nothing but push it.
Yeah.
They
ride
won't
it.
get in it.
Yeah, won't ride it.
Funny.
They will not get
Innovative,
in it.
innovative.
They just pushing it, and I'm like, well,
Hey.
you're gonna need to learn that skill at some point too, because
They're just trying to show you something.
You will be stuck at some point because you're a young redneck, so you will be stuck at some point. So learning how to push is a good skill
It's
to
a
have.
good thing, good start.
But they just—I don't know why they won't get in it. It boggles my mind.
Is it like a
Just a ride on.
They just learned how to walk, not too long ago. They're just trying to exercise it.
But as much as they play with trucks and watch trucks and tractors, that's their
Especially if you got one big enough that you can ride.
yeah. It makes all the noises
you
and
know
all
what?
the thing.
But they don't even go that way.
No,
so
Jackson.
funny. Yeah, Haven or Honey's 4, Haven's 2, and Haven's a way better driver than Honey is. We have all the carts and stuff, and
Yeah,
Honey's all Haven's like she'll get like this, and she's just
she looks where she's going.
yeah, she knows what she's doing, but Honey's still just she can't really do it.
Yeah,
Kinda
Jackson is a
Oh,
one
there,
who-
they hit the gas pedal.
funny. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
hit
that's
that
how
guy.
ours are. Waylon actually looks where he's going, and Jackson's only worried about what's behind him for some reason. So he's got bruises all over his head. He runs into doors and door frame. He could care less about where he's going. He's like, I'll knock that out the
Yeah.
way. I just make sure ain't nobody coming behind me. I don't know. It's the wildest thing, man. But it's a lot of fun. It's way more fun now than it was. So oh man, y'all about to be in that sleepless stage for a minute, but it won't be too bad.
I mean, third time's a charm.
Yeah, y'all got it figured out.
We
But
get
at this point on 3, you're a pro by now.
Yeah.
Like you
Something
could
like
take care of Hunter if you needed to,
Yeah,
and that's saying something.
for real.
You need help, Hunter?
You want Baba?
They burp you. You need to be burped, Hunter. Crap. Like, hey, I caught you sleeping over there, son. Pay attention. I'm getting you involved in this.
I am paying attention.
Yeah, calm down.
Dew wipe or wet wipe?
Yeah. So what's next? What's next for everybody? We're about to have a little break in filming. So y'all going on trip? Anybody go? Y'all going anywhere? Y'all?
Yeah, we're going to see my family for the 4th.
Okay.
And yeah, then we're just waiting for the baby.
Then nest.
Then nesting.
Then bring back nesting
where's
season.
We going?
To Florida.
Florida.
Florida. You want to go? You love
You
the
can
sun
come
and the
with us.
sand.
No, I'll pass.
Why? You love the sun and sand,
Yeah.
don't you?
I think I've seen
Sure.
Si in shorts
Sure I do.
one time in my life.
Have you?
I don't
One
think I've
time.
ever seen you in
I've seen
shorts.
once. One
I
time.
don't like shorts.
That's what
I
I'm
went to
saying.
the Bahamas with this man. He was in shorts the first day.
And that's it. Then I was burning up the rest of the
He got so sunburned. I've never
No
seen
shirt, shorts and no shirt.
He
Oh,
wore a shirt. He was
hey.
fine up top, but he didn't put any sunscreen on
Yeah,
them
I did.
legs.
Didn't do no good.
That was the most painful thing.
Hey,
Feet are the worst.
you know, I had my legs burnt, and then Stone, Stone had some kind of stomach problem.
Oh goodness, he had
Well,
diarrhea.
he was down and just, it was a trip to hell is what it was.
Yeah.
Hey, felt like it outside,
Yeah.
huh?
But the
Oh, yeah.
problem is, I would sleep till noon every day. He'd sleep till noon, no kidding. We'd all come back, and it's nighttime getting ready to go to bed. Well, Si just getting cranked up
Yeah.
because he slept till noon, so he won't play dominoes
Hey,
all
let's play
night.
dominoes, boys.
And the domino table was
Till about
above
1 or 2 o'clock.
right above the room me and Brittany were staying in. So Si just banging dominoes all night. And I'm down there just like, would you please stop? Like, can you not slam the dominoes? That's what, hey, have you taught, y'all know how to play dominoes?
I do.
Yeah, y'all gonna you have to get in with Si.
I would rather play poker with Si.
You can win a lot more money, but you'll laugh way more playing dominoes with him.
I don't know. We have a good time playing.
They have a good time. They have a good time playing
Yeah, we have
poker. I
fun.
hear all about it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Ask your dad. He
That's what I'm
didn't do
saying.
too- He didn't do too good the other night.
Oh,
Did you?
yeah.
I done all right.
Did you? You
I
finally?
lost, no, I lost money.
Oh,
But that's all right.
But
you know what I'm saying?
hey, y'all,
It's just how much money you lost.
Yeah.
y'all.
So,
Well, hey,
you know.
if you could take your wife to the movies and eat out, that's $200 right there.
But you got a night of poker, and you didn't have to listen to Christine.
Yeah.
So you know.
Well, no, I lose enough to her. Tell Tracy. Hey, look, that woman just she couldn't believe it when I said yes. She just ordered some blinds.
Oh, for your house?
Yeah, to the tune of $18,000.
What?
What?
Yeah.
All right, we need to go see your CPA.
For
Big
a
guy.
house, a house you can put axles under?
Hey, well, I'm just telling you. Hey, that's what it costs.
No.
But
Can
she
these
told me-
blinds make you blind? I mean, what's the deal?
No, hey, you just
They're the
sit in
blackout
chair and got a little remote.
Yeah, they're the
control.
blackout shade.
You need a little privacy when y'all are
just-
giggling.
Yeah, just close them. Just
Okay.
close them. That's why I sit in the house naked all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all getting ready. You-
No, that's why my wife tells me. She said, "Marrying you was the best thing I ever done." She said, "I'm still laughing."
There
I
you
said,
go.
Well, hey, there you go.
There you go.
Hey, keep them joyful.
Hey,
Look, yeah.
hey, keep them laughing, boy.
Keep them laughing. That's all you got to do. Keep them laughing and keep them fed, right?
Hey, well, give them the checkbook.
Yeah.
Give him the check.
Keep them laughing, keep them fed, and give them that
But
shit.
hey, it's worth it.
You know what else I call good? Pure Talk, my wireless company, a veteran-led company, because they believe every man and woman who has faithfully served this country, like Stone, like Si, like so many of our listeners, they deserve to proudly fly an American flag that was actually made
In America.
in America. And that's why Pure Talk is on a mission to give an allegiance flag, the highest quality American flag, to 1,000 U.S. veterans. And a little holiday I like to celebrate called Independence Day. That's coming up on July 4th. And here's the deal. We get to celebrate. We get to have fun on July 4th, all because somebody like Si or Stone or our other veterans served this country. So we thank them for that. And one way to support those guys is supporting this great cause that Pure Talk is running. All you got to do is switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, and a portion of every sale will go towards providing these high-quality flags to deserving veterans. And you're like, well, I mean, that seems like a hard way to support veterans. No, it's not, because plans are just $25 a month for unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data. You can enjoy America's most dependable 5G network, and you're going to cut your cell phone bill in half.
Half. That's saving like $1,000 a year.
That's what the average family saves, and it's so easy. I can even do it. I switched over. It took me 10 minutes, kept my same phone number. It's a win. Everybody's
Win.
When you switch to Pure Talk, your wallet's winning. Veterans are winning. The good folks at Pure Talk are winning. The duck call room's winning, as long as you just go to puretalk.com/duck to switch hassle-free in as little as 10 minutes. Again, that's puretalk.com/duck to support veterans and to switch to America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
Sadie got anywhere pregnancy cravings, food-wise?
Not really. We have this ice maker at our house, and she'll just be full squatting, waiting for the new pieces to fall. So I don't know if it's a weird craving. It's kind of just a weird thing.
It's a weird picture.
Yeah.
Pregnant,
I've gotten
pregnant squatting and
Pregnant squatting.
I've been there.
Yeah.
That's so irritating. I have to wait till you hear the.
You been there too? Pregnant squatting?
Well, no. I'm waiting on the ice.
Yeah, waiting on the ice.
No.
I didn't know. I mean, I was just picking up.
That's really about it. She said she had weird cravings the first
She's
two.
been a little uncomfortable today with her condition.
Condition. It ain't a disease.
No, because I felt sorry.
She's
for her.
infected for life.
And when she saw me looking at it, she busted out laughing. I said, I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell her next time I see her. I heard you have a condition.
Yeah.
Now, how'd y'all's weekend babysitting go?
That was great. I mean, kind of.
It was a blast.
Jason,
It was a blast.
What do you mean,
until-
kinda?
I mean,
Jacob is he's good with kids.
Well, I know you've
Look.
got a problem with their house. Should you address it now?
yeah, there's no ceiling fans in this house.
Uh-oh.
Just crank
Hey,
it down.
I got an idea for you. You can build some kids' trucks and whatever tables you're talking about. Go in there and put a ceiling fan in there.
I had a feeling.
Let me
I had
see.
a ceiling fan all growing up.
I'll buy your ceiling fan.
Hey,
and
It makes
Right.
Sadie's eyes
He'll
water.
even
She won't let me put one
eyes
in the
water
house.
in the guest room. When is Sadie sleeping in the guest room?
what she
Because you
said.
don't know who is your boy and is hot.
Hey, just crank that air down.
Especially when Honey
Hey.
be putting her feet under me and kicking me off the bed. I'm
Hey,
sweating
it's
and I
hot.
can't even lay
It's
down.
hot. Kristen, get a fan. Ceiling fan.
Because it's hot.
I'll just buy one of those little mini blizzard fans.
Hey, you
Hey,
supposed to give
something.
Mr. Cool.
So if you go stay at Sadie and Christian's, BYOF, bring your own fan.
Dude, I'm telling
bring
you,
you a
your own
box
fan.
fan. Bring you something.
You got a second guess what
I'll
you're
buy
doing
you a
when you're
fan.
about to go over there.
I'll buy you a fan.
Oh,
You don't even need a sauna. Just go in the guest room.
I'll buy you a fan. Yeah, that guest room does kind of get
Hey,
hot.
bring your swimsuit.
Oh,
Sweating.
I'm
I
telling
was
you.
over.
Do
Well,
they have a pool? No.
Nope.
But, hey, you're going to need it.
yeah, I was over at Willie and Corey's the other night, and Jacob was just I was like, "Why aren't you going back?" He said, "It's so hot over there. I just don't want to go." He said, "It feels so good in this house. I don't want to go over there. There's no ceiling."
Well, also, Honey.
I'm like 68 in our house.
There's no ceiling fan, and also it doesn't help when the 4-year-old's taking up 70% of the bed, and Bella's got the other 20%, and I'm sitting there just like,
Oh, they both sleeping like crime scene photos.
well, yeah,
Like all the
Bella
way
sleeps.
out?
Bella will
Honey's
sleep
sprawled out.
sideways, and then Honey put her feet and her hands at one point under my back, and I was just like,
Yeah, she
what
sleeps.
are you doing? And so I ended up on the couch last night. I just said, forget this.
Yeah, I'm
I
going.
on the
thought
couch.
you were fixed to say she got bored and is playing the drums on your back.
No, when she gets bored, she just starts tooting. That's what she does.
She a tutor?
She has
Oh,
a
yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
She'll go, my stomach hurts, and then go, and I'm like,
Yeah, she's.
I think you need to go to the bathroom, darling.
Hey, get away with it while you can, right?
yeah,
They're at
she's
the
so
age while it's still
Oh, she's so much fun.
while they're still cute and everything. That's like Jackson got some looks this morning at swim lessons because he was butt naked in the ladies' yard peeing in the grass. I said, "Hey, do it while you can." So
Do it
everybody's
while you
laughing while you.
Hey,
while
so
you
when I
can.
was a kid, this is when I moved into a neighborhood. It's a funny story. I'd never lived in a neighborhood before this, and obviously I grew up in Balkanville. Well,
yeah, she used to pee off the porch.
yeah, I used to pee off the porch. Well, I never heard of a cul-de-sac. Didn't know what a drain was. Well, I found out, and I had my pants down, peeing in the drain, meeting my new neighbors at 7 years old, and they got to see the whole package.
There you go. Were they impressed?
You were peeing outside in a drain at 7 years old?
I grew up different. That's what I did. I'm sorry.
Dude, that's a problem.
I'm just saying. You can ask him today.
Can't
The
blame
Marchbank. I
Bockenville
scarred
for that.
Mr. Marchbanks. I'm telling you. I got a whipping when I got home, which wasn't that far. I just had to walk back inside.
I hate to say it. I live
weirdo.
I live in a subdivision now. And the other night,
Oh boy.
after we got done doing what we were doing over at Willie and Corey's, it was about 12:30. So I wasn't expecting anybody to come driving in our cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I don't want to make any noise when I go in pee, wake Brittany up. So I was just peeing in the yard there in the sub. And here comes somebody.
I'm telling
Here
you.
comes headlights.
I said, Lord
Hey.
have mercy. When I was younger, I'd have rushed and zipped up. You know, at this age, I was like,
Oh, I
whatever.
didn't
What are you
rush
going to do? Call the police on me?
I didn't
mean, I'm-
rush and zip up. I just said, hey, wave my hand on my wiener.
At least,
That guy was like, hey.
With a finger on your
at least you didn't use both hands, I guess.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That'd have made
I
it
was still
weird.
aiming, okay?
Still making sure it got in the drain. I was just doing it right there in the grass. I didn't even.
dude.
I was like, it's 12:30 in the
I
morning.
think me
man.
and my brother and
Behind a
sister were the biggest menace to that neighborhood that it's ever seen. Another funny story too. This is like the same week of us moving in there. We were playing football in my friend's yard, and my dad got us a dirt bike when we were at our old house. So I learned how to ride a dirt bike when I was like 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we're playing, and we were also jank. We'd already broke off the helmets. You ever seen a dirt bike helmet with the visor?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we already broke them off, so we already looked extra jank because we didn't have no visor on there, and we were playing football. And my brother and sister are riding piggyback on each other. We're playing football. Come and run. They're like waving at us, run into these people's mailbox, knock it over, get back on it, and drive off. And I'm sitting there in the yard playing with my friends, and they're like, "Do you know who that is?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know. who
Never
that
seen
is."
them.
I don't know. I don't know him.
I did act like I did not know those people at all, and then my parents had to end up buying these people a new mailbox that we barely knew, and that's just like one of the craziest things one time.
Christian, y'all ever do anything like that?
Not that I can recall.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of stupid stories of doing stuff with my brother and sister.
Oh, well, the good news is hopefully this podcast keeps going for a while, and you can tell the rest of them at some other point. But we're gonna wrap it up for now. Anybody? We always close with a Bible verse. Anybody got one on top of their tongue, on the tip of their tongue? Anything, Christian?
Let me take it.
You want to do 4-8? Because for people that don't know, maybe you're new here. We have picked up a lot of subscribers here of late. Christian also has a podcast called
Appreciate
the
that.
4-8 Men Podcast. Right? Am I saying that right?
Yep,
All right.
4-8 Men podcast.
So I mean, if you want to do 4-8, go ahead and do that because we have picked up a lot in the past little bit. So there may be people that didn't even know
Appreciate
that was out there.
Yeah,
So,
and I just wrapped up my third workout devotional.
there you
I
go.
put out, and then I got one of them put on the Bible app now, which is exciting. So
Well, look at that.
Check it out on
the
YouVersion.
James study is now on YouVersion. So, but yeah, I'll read 1 Timothy 4:8. For while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way, as it holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come.
There you go.
Bodily training is of some value, but godliness is of every value. So train yourself spiritually. That's all
You
I
can
got.
apply that to everything.
You can.
Apply it to
You
everything.
can apply it to duck hunting. You can do it all of it. It doesn't matter.
Work,
Or whatever
anything, yeah.
you want. But hey, guys, appreciate y'all sitting
Yep.
down with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Si, thanks for finally joining us. I appreciate y'all,
Hey.
man. I like you over here. You can stay if you
We
want.
like
to next
subbing
time.
you in from the sideline.
Yeah,
Ain't no big deal.
yeah.
Hey,
All right.
ain't nothing.
Well, we'll see y'all.
I enjoyed being on the sidelines because I got to watch y'all at work,
There you go. But
and you're actually pretty good.
Hey.
you ain't so bad yourself, old man.
I was impressed, boy.
Well, good. Let's wrap this thing up. We'll see y'all next time right here on the Duck Call Room. We're out.